Hey, good morning. This is the Gary Abbott YouTube channel. Welcome. Today, do you buy an electric golf cart or a gas golf cart? That's what I'm going to go over today. I just happened to rent this golf cart for a week. I'm on my last couple of days with it, and I thought I would just do a comparison. So many people say, should I buy gas? Should I buy electric? I've done a number of videos of choices you have to make. But today, I've had at least 6 days of testing this out to see what I think compared to my current gas golf cart. And I'm going to show both today. This is not an in-depth, gone crazy review, but just my personal take on the two types of gas and electric golf carts. The star, as you can see, this golf cart has flames. Now, I'm not a big fan of flames. I would never buy a golf cart with flames. But you don't know how many times my company or myself, people said, wow, I like your golf cart. Okay, so I guess if you want to attract attention, flames are a kind of cool thing. Now you can see this has got the side lighting. It's got the GPS, Apple CarPlay. It's got all of that kind of stuff in this vehicle. You got your mode, you got your battery levels. You've got your nicer seats, your upgraded seats. These are El Tigre seats. The Villages has about 9 different choices. Let's just start off with the seats. I love the upgraded seats with the arms. The arms help hold you in the golf cart. Now this comes with seat belts. If you want to use seat belts, you've got them. But it comes with these arms, which are much nicer than my standard Yamaha golf cart that just has standard seats. This also has the extra add-on of the 2 seats facing backwards. Now, one of the things I will say here is I was able to fit 2 golf carts in my garage, bumper to bumper, standard 2-car garage in 1 car spot, and close the door. But if I added on the golf club rack, there's another rack that can bolt on there for golf clubs. It would not fit in my garage. It would not. So that's an interesting thing. Let's just do the back seat here while we can. What I want to show you is if you flip this up, it makes a kind of a storage platform. I see a lot of people put carriers for their dogs, or you put groceries on here. It also has this kind of hidden trunk that you can put things in down below. We did use that storage area to put some jackets and some other things when we were going to the square when it was cold and we weren't sure whether we were going to use the jackets or not. This one also had the hard side cover, and it has the golf ball holders down there that I still have from when company and us played at the putting area. The windshield. Let's talk windshield. Windshield, it's a different experience than my current one. The windshield is much closer, and it just seems, because it has a tint on it, it just seemed a little harder to see through. And my wife, this bar bothered her in her viewing when she sat driving the golf cart. This is not new. This is something that she experienced when we first tried these out, and it prevented us from purchasing the Star golf cart. It was kind of the deal breaker. It also has the turn signals that, are self-canceling, that are in the mirror. The mirrors, they're not as well built as the Yamaha version. And I don't know if that is the model year or what it is, but it is different. So let's get to a fun extra that you get on this cart. You have to pop the hood from inside. You have to have the key. So it's a lockable area, and I've already unlocked it. And you open it up. Let me just do this. Here is, I guess I'll just take this out. But it has a little, I don't know if you can see that in there. It has like a cooler spot with a drain that you can use to put drinks or whatever in this front spot. Now, so it's a lockable additional storage area. They have some star manual information. And what you get is this electrical plug that plugs into the golf cart. It plugs into just under the driver's seat and then plugs into your outlet, standard outlet. And it charges up. It's a slow charge. It will take a while. But that's what you do to charge it up. Pretty simple, but you got to remember to do it. And believe it or not, last night, pulled the carts in, didn't charge it. So I think you have to get used to plugging it in all the time. Overnight, you're going to get a full charge. We did travel about averaging 40 miles a day, which was about half of the battery level. So I would say about 80 miles is what you would get in a 210 battery. I'm going to put it in the front and I'm going to close the lid. So that's one of the things. Now let's show you the battery. So under the front seats, you pull this up and there is your 210 lithium ion battery pack. 48 volt, 210 amp hours, should get you about 80 miles. Now the other thing, but that is it. That is it. The Star Cart worked out really well. The windshield for my wife and I was kind of close. I would tell you that this windshield squeaked an awful lot. The other major benefit, and I'm going to do this and show you this. Okay, so here is a nice feature of the Star Cart over my gas Yamaha. When you're in the morning and you're taking it out of the garage and you put it in reverse, this is the sound of the backup. It also has a backup, the screen turns into a backup camera, which I'll show you in a minute. But when you're backing up, it's very quiet. Even though I've gone out of the picture, the backup is much quieter. And I'll demonstrate that with the Yamaha where it's much louder. So that's it. That's it for the Star. I give it a huge plus for the quietness at low speed. At higher speed, you get road noise from the tires. It's not completely as silent as when you're just creeping around under 14 miles an hour. Once you get up to the 20 miles an hour, you can start to hear more noise than you normally would. And I'll demonstrate that in a second. Let me do that. So here's the backup camera. We're now in it. You can see as I back up, the dash backup camera is excellent. And the beeping is not going to disturb your neighbors as you come out of your garage. Say you're leaving early in the morning for a golf game. The other item that I was talking about is higher speed. So let's demonstrate that. So it is a little breezy today. So I just want to make that as a note. I think I want you to see out the window. And we're just kind of creeping along and it is very, very quiet. But as you get up to speed, there is more noise. It's not perfectly quiet, it's got road noise. It's a lot less than a gas golf cart. It really is a lot less than a gas golf cart. So I just wanted to point that out because a lot of people say that. The last things is, some people say I gotta have an electric cart because of the fumes from a gas cart. I will tell you, the only time I've smelled fumes from my gas golf cart, which is rare, but sometimes in the garage when I've fired it up and I'm backing it out or putting it in, I might smell a little. But you really shouldn't smell gas when having a gas golf cart, unless you get a really old one. Then you might have that issue. So let's get the gas golf cart and show you a little bit of that one. This is my 2021 Yamaha gas golf cart. And let's just give you a quick rundown of the golf cart and just show you, again, not an extensive review, but just a quick review of the golf cart. So on the other one I touched on, there is no trunk here. It's got your standard lights and everything like the other one had. It doesn't have the fancy side lights. But one of the things on this golf cart is the windshield. The windshield is further away, at least 6 to 8 inches away compared to the other one. So I think it gives a more open appearance. You get the gauges you have a gauge right here near the steering wheel. It tells you miles per hour and how much gas. You have a gas gauge down here. Again, this is the basic model, which has the golf cart standard cup holders, golf ball holders, a couple storage compartments on either side. The other one had storage compartment, had one locking on one side. So let's look at the big difference. Since it's gas and not electric, again, you pull up the seat and there is the gas engine. And you have a gas tank. This is good for, I'm going to say, 250 miles. Probably a good week's worth of driving around the villages. There's also on the standard a basket that's in the back that I have put a Yeti cooler. I've locked the Yeti cooler on here, and it comes in very handy for drinks, ice, groceries, those kind of things. It comes with the standard back here. This is really just the golf club holder that's standard on the carts. You don't have to buy extra for the golf cart rack. I have put on a grocery bag that I use for sometimes going to pitch and putts, or I go to putting. I can put the clubs in there, and it comes with a side cooler, a little Yamaha cooler. So it is the basic model. It has the soft sides instead of the hard sides, and I don't have the seats off the back. But in this configuration, you're talking about a golf cart, and I will throw some numbers out there. Just don't be exact because prices change over the years. But this basic golf cart is going to run about $13,000. Brand new, not reconditioned, brand new from Yamaha with the villages doing their add-ons. It has a flip down windshield. My wife doesn't mind this windshield as much as the Star windshield. That became a big thing. The mirrors on this one appear a lot sturdier for some reason. And I know these are all add-ons that are usually done by the villages, but the mirrors are better. It doesn't have self-canceling, but you do have indicators that your directionals are on. Has the vents the same. So there's the two differences. Now, the electric cart's going to run you probably $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 more, depending on all the accessories that you get. So that's a pretty good 40% more than the standard Yamaha. And over the years, I think Yamaha has dominated. But electric vehicles, electric golf carts are coming. So let's take a listen to riding, the noise and the backup, because the other one definitely has a plus in backup mode. So here we go. This is the sound of the alarm of the backup. It is a louder, piercing sound than the other. And then let's take a ride and show you the sound differences, which is much louder, creeping. And now we'll go faster. You see, at the faster, I think you get that motor sound clearly compared to electric. I don't know the actual decibels, but so the gas cart is a little louder than what you would get. So there you go. Gas versus electric. I still think they're both great. I think it's a personal preference. The windshield, our option if we wanted to go to electric, would be not to have the flip down windshield and have a solid glass instead of, or plexiglass or whatever that's made of, solid without the flip down. The negative to that is in the hot summer, when you're looking for the most air to come flowing by, the flip down is nice. Nobody's going to disagree with that. In November through March, most people in the villages are running the golf cart with the windshield up. So I don't have any conclusive. I will tell you this. I don't think at this point I am going to upgrade to electric, but I've been known to change my mind. But right now, I might upgrade the seats. The standard seats that are in this, I really might change those seats to the similar ones. What you can do, if you buy from the villages, you can update to one of their custom seats for the custom seat price you would have paid anyways for the add-on without any additional costs. So I may upgrade to those seats. The other thing with these seats is that there's a honeycomb bottom, and right under the driver's seat is the exhaust system. And so basic seats can heat up a little. Some people think that's great in the winter when it's cold out and you're looking for heat. In the summer, if you travel a lot in the golf cart, you might want one of the more luxurious seats, and there's more of a barrier between you and the engine compartment. I hope you found this video helpful. It probably is still a personal choice of which vehicle you go and get. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.